Hello Taurus, welcome to your February 2014 Runescope. My name is Amanda. I also want to remind you as usual to watch the Runescope for your rising sign as well. That can give you a bit more information about what other themes and other areas you may be dealing with in your life. Of course, the only truly accurate way to get a reading is to schedule a private consultation, and you can drop me a line at the email address below this video if you'd like to do that. My consultations are $65 for half an hour, and those are done on Skype. I also did record a yearly overview for all Taurus and Taurus rising, so definitely take a look at that. If you just click on the name of my channel below this video, it'll take you to the main page. You can go down and view that as well. I have my statue of Aphrodite, as it is the month of Valentine's Day, to hopefully lend her energy, so we can find out what's going to be going on in the love lives of you Taurians for February. Focus in February is going to be, some of you have an offer that's been made to you. This could be a job offer, or it could be a potential relationship. But it seems like there may be some advice that was given to you regarding this situation, whether it's financial, whether it's personal. And you're going to be deciding whether or not to take this advice. And what the runes are saying is that you should consider who the advice came from, because it seems like someone may have an ulterior motive in this. Maybe someone's trying to get you to be suspicious of this new person in your life that you want to be with romantically. Maybe they have an ulterior motive for you not wanting to accept a job that's on offer or a promotion. So keep in mind how this person figures into the situation and what they have to gain by the advice they've given you, if they've told you not to proceed or to proceed. Either way, whichever it is. But that's your focus and kind of your warning for February, Taurus, is to be aware of biased advice, of someone who is thinking of themselves, not you, but they're presenting advice to you in a way that makes you think that they are concerned about your welfare. Because I feel like if you do take the advice on offer, whether it is about a personal relationship or a financial situation, this will not work out to your benefit. In fact, it'll be a disappointment to you. So keep that in mind in February, Taurus, when you're receiving advice about things. I'm not saying don't listen to anyone, but make sure you're getting advice from a source that is completely detached or outside of the situation. That way you'll know that somebody doesn't have an agenda, if you will. I do think for a lot of you in February, you are going to, some of you will be planning a surprise for Valentine's Day, I feel, for your loved one. A lot of you will have some of you will have something you've been planning for quite some time. So maybe this is, close to an anniversary. Maybe some of you do have an anniversary on Valentine's Day. So a lot of you will be putting a lot of effort into something and trying to keep it from your partner so that they don't find out. So they don't find out about it. So whether it's a surprise party or just a surprise gift, I think you're going to be successful in keeping that under wraps, but they may get close. It looks like some of you have some partners who are pretty cunning and smart, who are maybe going to be suspicious. For those of you who are single, I feel like you will still be going out and doing something on Valentine's Day. Kind of like an anti-celebration. So I don't know if you get together with your friends and do something, or maybe go out to a club or something, but it looks like there will be some kind of Valentine's themed party or something that singles will be attending also in February. And it looks like you'll have a good time. Some of you may even meet Mr. or Ms. right now. I don't know if it will be a long-term thing, but you may meet, at least somebody to dance with or do other things with on Valentine's night. Help you're going to receive, Taurus, I think we're going back to this situation here, the advice being given or whether to accept it or not. I think you are going to get a message that is positive and about a shift or a change. The shift or change that you want is coming, but for whatever reason, it may not be the situation or the situation or the terms that were being discussed before. So, I mean, there may be something completely new coming in for you in February, a new opportunity, a new person, or just advice from a family member or a friend who is completely separate from this situation at hand that you know you can trust. So don't get too down about this, because I feel like by the end of the month, you're going to have a very clear picture of what the future is going to hold for you. And, you know, maybe this opportunity, if it's a financial thing, or even a person, if this is a, you know, a personal opportunity to start a relationship, maybe something better is coming down the pike. It looks like you have more options than maybe you're aware of by the end of February than you have at the beginning. So just keep that in mind during February, Taurus. And don't put all your eggs in one basket within the first few weeks, because I think things may change drastically by the end of February for you regarding the situation you go into February contemplating. Something you can't change, what kind of has to be accepted about February is that change is coming, but it's not going to be in the way that you expected. So again, we are following a theme. We got a story here, a storyline that's making sense. It's change is coming, but it may not be with the person that you were thinking it was going to be, in the job situation, with, you know, in the financial situation that you were thinking, or the financial opportunity that you were thinking. There's something better coming down the pike for you. No matter how glittery maybe this seemed to be, or how dressed up it was by the people presenting it to you, or the person presenting themselves to you. Again, going back to if it was a romantic thing. You know, it's not all it's cracked up to be, is the message I'm getting loud and clear from the Taurus spirit guides for the month of February. So, you know, and we do have a Mercury retrograde in February, Taurus, so I would put off making any decisions until March. You're probably going to hear that, you know, if you watch other astrology videos and things like that on YouTube, you're going to be getting a lot of that information. You know, March is definitely the prime time for making a decision. Use February to let kind of things unfold, let things come out, let hidden things come out. Whatever you have to do to delay things, to delay making a decision or being kind of pushed into a situation where you have to make a decision. If you have to take a job, you need a job right now. If you've been unemployed, of course, definitely do. You have to do what you have to do, but just know it's probably going to be temporary. And in some cases, that may be a good thing, you know, knowing that it's temporary, because maybe you have to settle for something you're not particularly crazy about to pay the bills right now. So do what you have to do, but if you can put off until March, making decisions or definitely signing anything, then do so. Because I think you'll be a lot happier with the results if you're able to do that. By the end of the month, I do think a lot of you are going to be able to, you know, delay signing, delay things. Because with Mercury retrograde, that does kind of work in your favor, because it is kind of a breakdown of communication. So it may be that people that you need to talk to get something going kind of flake out or disappear. Communication tends to slow down. And I think that's going to work in your favor. There is, again, coming through, Taurus, there's a person or an opportunity to be avoided in February. And you're going to feel this, but trust your intuition, Taurus, because you are going to get that strong gut feeling. Something about this, either it sounds too good to be true, or it just seems like somebody or something is not on the up and up. I seem to be missing some details here, or this person seems to just be perfect. You know, when's the other shoe going to drop? And I don't always advise people to constantly be waiting for the other shoe to drop. Sometimes great people do enter your life. Sometimes great opportunities do enter your life. But it's so rare that when you do get that feeling, that gut feeling, along with thinking thoughts like that, you're normally getting that gut feeling for a reason. So keep that in mind, Taurus, in February. And avoid people and situations that are to be avoided. I feel like the people that you know you can trust and who have a proven track record with you, those are the people that you need to talk to about this. Go to them and present them with the situation you're in. Okay, here's the skinny, what should I do? You know, and don't make any decision until you're able to talk to people you trust about it. And you're going to be so happy in the end that you avoided this, Taurus, even though it may seem in the moment, God, I really need this business opportunity, or I really need this job, or, you know, I really like this person. What you like, it seems, is not, it's a facade. There's something not on the up and up. But for those of you who are a couple, gonna have a fun Valentine's Day. Your surprise, whatever you're planning, is gonna come off with a hitch, without a hitch. Sorry, not with a hitch, without a hitch. And some of you may be being surprised in turn by your partner. So some of you may have a secret admirer that may decide that February 14th is the day to let you know. So maybe you'll get, you know, a message or a surprise yourself from somebody who's been admiring you from afar. And in that case, Taurus, if that's what happens, this could be somebody that has had a crush on you for quite some time and just didn't really know how to say it. And finally, Valentine's Day, they're just going to take the plunge and let it out the bag. So good for you. That'll be fun. So amidst all of this, you know, decision making and maybe feeling like, you know, not knowing where to turn, having to put things off for a little bit, there's going to be this bright spot for a lot of you of Valentine's Day. Even for singles, you're going to have fun. And I think you'll meet some interesting people. I think you'll have a good time if you do go out on Valentine's Day. So that is what I see for you, Taurus, in February. Yeah, just know who your friends are, know who to trust. Only trust those who have a proven track record with you, who you know have your best interests at heart, and you'll get through the month of February okay, and be happy with something that was avoided. Because I think you're gonna miss a bullet. You're gonna dodge a bullet in February if you do that, Taurus. So have a wonderful Valentine's Day, and I will see you back here in March. Thanks, Taurus.